Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Tonight, special guest. We've got Avi Shabat of Shabat Guitars. What's going on, Avi?
I'll see if I do that.
Yeah, see,
Wait a minute.
check out Dave's screen.
You can turn that on, I think.
if that's your iPhone, yeah.
No, it does it on Macs too.
Oh, does it?
Oh no, maybe it only does it on phones. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it only does it.
No, it doesn't on Macs, I think.
I've got it on Mac.
I think you have to turn it. I think somehow
you have to turn it on. All right, cool. Well, welcome to Tone Talk, everybody. Hope your Friday's doing good. We're ready to get deep with Avi about guitars.
Deep.
Deep.
Well, they're wood.
6 strings.
Yeah.
6 strings.
A few pickups.
Mahogany things. Different things. Pickups.
Maybe a capacitor.
Capacitors.
several sizes of frets. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
End the show. No.
Exactly. No questions. So, where do you live, Avi? You live in California also?
Yeah, I live in West Hills.
I don't know where that is. You guys close?
Kind of out near Woodland Hills. Well,
Yeah.
It's not as far. Yeah, near Woodland Hills.
Yeah, Valley.
Yeah, not far.
Yeah.
Cool.
Depends on the day. Could be 15, 20 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I know that deal. So it's awesome. So you guys used to work together, right?
Yes, we did. Avi was the first builder of Friedman guitars.
Yeah.
And those are worth a lot of money. Those
are they?
I don't know. I'm just I'm throwing it out there. But no, that first run of Friedman's.
Yeah.
Huh?
How many we made, Dave?
Dude, I don't really know.
Right? 60 guitars?
16? Something like that?
No, more than 16.
16? 60? No, I don't think it was 60.
No?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it was somewhere in the 40 to 60, but I could be wrong.
Might be 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it wasn't 60. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how to figure that one out.
Somebody in the
maybe someone in the office might know.
In the crowd will let us know their serial numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. So when did you guys hook up? How did that work out?
It was a long time ago that, Avi came in my shop one day, a long time ago when it was a shop still. And he showed me his first, he had left, I believe you had left LSL at that point, or maybe you still were at no, I think you had just left.
I left LSL. Yes.
Yeah. You'd left LSL Guitars and you brought your snakehead telly with a big baseball bat neck on it in, and it was cool. And so that's how it happened.
Yeah, I remember. I don't even think I ever called you. I was like, I want to go show this guitar around town.
Yeah, I don't know if you did, or I don't think you did. I think you just came. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go knock on the door, and Dave opened the door with a smile, and it was you were so cool. I was like impressed with how nice you were and how welcoming you were. It's something that was rare in LA. Like I had people talking to me with their back to me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Very nice. Yeah. It was cool.
That's great.
You came from LSL Guitars, and then you brought this Snakehead Telly, which was the original. The Snakehead was the original, original Telly headstock,
pre-Telly. Yeah.
Yeah. You still have that original guitar? Oh.
I think that's a yes.
He's either going to go get the cat that's back there, or
you want it to be in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. One.
Sweet.
Oh, I like that one. So what pickups in that? Is that a wide range pickup in that?
That's a Lawler. They call it the DC-90. So it's
okay. Hum cans.
Hum cans with P90.
Okay.
Pretty awesome pickup.
Yeah, that's a cool guitar.
I've heard a lot of great things about Lawler pickups. I've never tried them.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I think some of the pickups are really good. Yeah. Definitely strays more vintage than anything.
Yeah.
Right. And I've seen more like P90s from them than I have humbuckers, I think.
Well, they do humbuckers.
They do. Okay.
Yeah, they do humbuckers, but they're definitely PAFE, vintagey.
Right.
Vintagey thing. It's not getting your, hot Eddie Van Halen thing out of it, or kind of, it's they're cool though. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, they're usually in high-end guitars. So
yeah,
so they have to.
Yeah, they came on. It's fun. It's funny. I think the granddaddy of all those boutique pickup makers is Lindy Fralin.
Yeah.
He kind of started that whole thing. And then he was going for a lot of years before even other ones started picking up. Of the boutique builder kind of thing, and then it got crazy.
Right. Well, now it's insane.
It's sort of insane. There's still like Lindy's stuff is great. Lawler's stuff is great. Motor City pickups is great. Huh?
He's still making pickups?
He's still making pickups.
Nice.
It would be impossible probably as a manufacturer to use them, but except for onesie twosies, here and there, but he's still making pickups.
Yeah, his pickups are superior. They're amazing.
Yeah, they sound really good. Yeah, and and then now we wind our pickups, which I get to have fun with, which is fun.
Speaking of pickups, I should go get this in the garage. So, Dave, did you ever hear about this with the 5150 with Eddie's guitar, that his humbucker had a broken coil?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you heard about this, and when they measured it, it measured like some ridiculous reading, like 100 and something.
Yeah.
So I know in the Van Halen community, it got around that they figured out how to basically replicate that with a resistor and a capacitor.
Yeah.
And
well, this was done long time ago, actually. So when the Music Man pickups were developed,
yes,
they did some of that with the DiMarzio Music Man pickups. Because what the guitar that they were looking at and the pickup they were looking at originally it was a JB.
Right. It was a JB. That's what it was.
It was exactly. A JB, because I remember that distinctly, because I remember actually Tom Anderson having that guitar and him looking at it, and it was a JB pickup, and it was broken. One coil was fucked, basically.
Yeah.
String had gotten under the edge of one coil and messed it up.
There's a whole article about it, basically, by DiMarzio.
I don't think it used when it first went in that guitar, it wasn't fucked up though.
No, there's the whole thing about how So
so basically he was operating on I don't know if it's cool.
Well, I put it in my 5150 over there. I did that. Yeah, I did that mod. It's very, very cool. It definitely adds like some forward mid thing going on and a bit more bass. And it's pretty cool. I really like how it shaped the pickup. Cool. It's an interesting mod. If anybody wants to do it, I think you can look it up. You know what I'm talking about, Avi?
No.
I should go get it. But I'll get in just a second. But it's just, you combine a capacitor and a resistor together, these two things, and then you put it through when you're wiring the pickup, the humbucker, you put it right to the pot when you're wiring it, and it basically shapes the JB pickup, and it reads like 100 and something.
So a series or parallel, You
I have
don't
no
know?
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it in series with the hot lead?
Yes, it was in
okay.
series with the hot lead. Yes.
Okay, so it's a capacitor and a resistance amount in series. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll go grab it. But anyway,
Yeah, I think there's a video on it that someone did or something and talked about that. And I think you can also change the capacitor value for different effects.
yes, yeah. And some people put it on a switch.
Yeah.
So you can actually switch it on and off. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that before, but my friend John Conklin, actually, who's a big Van Halen friend, big fan, actually, he told me about it, and I think he came up with it, or sort of. There's other people who say that they did it.
I think actually DiMarzio did it first.
Well, yeah, it may have been
maybe they didn't do it exactly the same way, but there was definitely something in that original pickup.
See, Jim DeCola says that he had something to do with it.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? He said, she said.
And when it comes to Van Halen, there's a lot of that.
The fact of the matter is that by that era, I don't know if it mattered. I mean, because honestly, by that area, so that you're basically talking by 5150 then.
Yeah.
Era. And did it matter that much by then? I mean, all the great years, it was a random different kinds of pickups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And really the great years are the first 2 tours or 3.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So guys, ask questions, send us questions, let us know what's going on.
People get so involved in this stuff sometimes. It's like,
oh, it's the minutia is insane.
The fact of the matter is, it's like it's his hands.
Yeah, right.
It was his hands. That was the sound. I mean, there's a lot more. Well, there's more to it than just the hands, but you need the hands to really get it right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Baseball bat neck, do tell. I do like a really fat neck on a guitar. So tell us, Avi.
The original neck was like a 2x4, wasn't it? No, remember wasn't it like squared, like kind of?
It was pretty square, but it was not 2x4 material. But
I didn't say that.
Okay, but
like a 2x4.
Yeah, it might have. I might have not even put a truss rod on that one, on the original one. Yeah, but it was very chunky.
Wow, yeah. That's going right. That's like actually doing what Fender did, which was, I think, didn't have a truss rod in the original.
The story is that my friend, he asked me to make him one, and that was the first one that I made. And I only had like a few tools to do that. But he's like, I don't want to buy the $6,000 package. So I'm like, all right, let's dive into that. So so that's how the whole thing was born.
Wow, that's cool.
Very accidental.
Yeah, tell us. So tell us. So you start. When did you start building guitars?
I think it was somewhere around 2014 ish.
And were you a guitar player before that?
Guitar player, bass player. Yeah, and I was also a sound engineer by trade before that. So I was all over the place.
But always in music.
Always in music, yeah.
Yeah. So did you start working for LSL? Is that how did building get into building?
So when I got into town, I started apprenticing for different shops. There was one in Hollywood, right by SIR. Started there, and then I met with Andy Brower. I gave him a call, and I did some work with him. And
oh boy,
I know. That was some crazy times, man. I'm actually so glad that I got to actually hang with him, because he's a legend in so many ways. He's a character. He's awesome. Like he really kind of his energy was so captivating in a way.
You got him at a different time though.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I know.
in the early days, he was, just
Yeah.
a little more, shall we say, normal.
Yeah, so it was interesting times, and I would take some work from him and do it at home and bring it back. And I learned a lot of things that how to do things the way he liked it. And one day he calls me and he's like, "There's this guy named Lance, and he's looking for an apprentice. You should go meet him." And or give him a call. And then I gave him a call, and then I went to his house. He was working at his garage in Granada Hills at the time. And yeah, he showed me the first guitar he made. And he's like, "Do you want to come work with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." And yeah, so I would go there every morning, and we would just,
learn,
and all those, making jigs, and it was really just caveman lutherie when we started. It was amazing, just so caveman. But we made it work, and then he grew and got CNC machines, and yeah, so I got to experience the evolution of a guitar company, with all the aspects. Like, I would do the sales. I would go to NAMM with him. We did a bunch of NAMM shows, and pitch it to artists that would come by, and so yeah, it was a real fun time and exciting.
That's cool. So the early days of LSL.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
And and Carl Verheyen and
Carl was there. Oh well, yeah.
Hines, and all these guys came by, and we worked with a lot of really cool people at parties. It was fun times.
That's awesome. Yeah. And how long were you with them?
I think it's somewhere around 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, they make good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good people, and in light of all the stuff that we're experiencing, I feel sad for them, and I hope that things will work out.
Yeah. I helped them out with some money in their GoFundMe.
I did the same thing.
Me too. I gave him $3.
You gave him $3.
Kidding.
Yeah, big spender, spender over there.
We helped out because I think it's a worthy,
yes,
a worthy thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You guys out there go and do the same.
Yes, please help them out, because you know what, we all have to fight this. We can't get into this I can't get into this too much about the Fender thing, because there's legal ramifications and stuff. So we're not going to talk about it too much tonight, but it sucks.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
Yeah.
Jamie Gale from Boutique Guitar Showcase shared a video of Tom Anderson talking about, it was a week ago, about how we are, as small builders, how we are quite a community and family, and how we consult each other, help each other, support each other. And I think that's the real beauty of our business. We don't feel a competition, and we're all great friends, and I think that's amazing, and I think we should hold on to that.
I agree with that, and the community is what's probably going to be able to make movement on this, I think. I hope, and that's one of the beauties of this show that I've seen over the past 9 years. I mean, we've had so many different manufacturers, different companies on here, and it's more like a family and community of people than it is like this cutthroat competition, like, oh, my guitar's better than your guitar, and and stuff like that. And like everybody's got their own thing. Tyler's got their own thing. Anderson's got their own thing. Shabat's got their own thing. Friedman, at least that's the way I see it. I'm kind of like the everyday guy who's out there. I'm not a touring guitar player. I just kind of look at it as, as the everyday guy, and I see it at everybody's got their own little flavor. It's like Baskin Robbins, and everybody's got their different flavor of what they do, and they're all great at what they do with their own little flavor of it, and I love it. I think it's a great community of people, and I love going to NAMM and what people walking around, and it's a very cool community. It's not typical of what you see of businesses, at least in my view. So that's my little rant.
Yeah, it's the same way. Like I always said, it's like I sort of watched as a young person in this business. I watched some of these companies come up, and we've always been friends. Like the Mike Soldanos and the Bruce Ignators and the Stevie Fryettes and the Rivera and all these different companies. We're all friendly. We've seen that we're all super friendly. So it's a good community.
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely enjoy it, and it's cool. And there's so many legends in this industry too that are willing to help out and be like super cool. I mean, how cool is it? You go to NAMM and you see Seymour Duncan walking around and just talking to people. Like it's just such a cool experience.
Yeah.
Here, we got a question for you, Avi. Can you discuss your choice of tuners? Not to just completely sidebar the conversation.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you prefer open slot tuners? I think you do, right?
You mean like a safety post kind of vibe? Yes, I do prefer those Kluson Supreme. Yeah, sadly. There's like in everything, there's now different manufacturers and different quality. So you have
of Kluson,
so you have to hunt down the ones that you like.
Yeah. We stopped using those a long time ago. Yeah, because they were the ones we were getting was too sloppy.
Yeah, so there are some of those I luckily stocked on the good ones, so I'm good for a while. Then I'm going to just order them directly from the right manufacturer. WD, if you hear me, get your shit together. But I like the simplicity of the vintage tuners and the safety post. It's just it's been working. I mean, as long as the tuner is made right, I like it. But I'm less against locking tuners these days as I was before. I do entertain it now, and especially on the new model that I have, the Cheetah, was more of a shreddy machine. We do offer those. I currently use the old Planet Waves, the Daria ones that are like self-trimming. I like those, but probably going to switch to Godos. And those are pretty much industry standard. They're
made well.
And they're made well. I mean, all of my other hardware is Godo, so yeah, that would be the natural move. But yeah, with tariffs, it's a little tricky to get stuff from Godo, but
yeah, we use Godo on everything.
Yeah, Godos are great.
Now, Dave, what tuners did you use on the kind of the Friedmans with Grover that you were doing? Because mine are like the open.
Well, there was those were the oh my god, blank. Hip shot.
Those were
the hip shot.
Those were hip shot open frame tuners. We abandoned those.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
We abandoned those.
I have them on my guitar. What's wrong with those?
They work fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, on that guitar you're talking about, it's got a Floyd on it anyway. So
Right, that's true. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, like even having locking tuners is sort of ridiculous, but it's easier to string things.
Right. That's true.
But yeah, we abandoned those. We just switched over to Godot, so everything else was Godot, and on all the vintage style ones, we use the Kluson style locking Godots on all the vintage style guitars, because I don't even want regular tuners on there. Why not? I mean, I deal with so many pros that always are like, I got to put locking tuners on it, so I may as well put locking tuners on it. It's not that much more expensive.
Yeah.
Why were you against it, Avi? Just out of curiosity.
To me, in some cases, from my experience as a repair guy for years, once you kind of pinch the core of a wound string, it's very easy for it to kind of get chopped quick, and again, like in some instances, because you're talking about locking as a general, so there will be certain brands or cases where they were just not keeping tune, and they would need a lot more stretching that I'm used to actually get them to kind of settle. So and with the safety post and like 3 winds down, I never had that problem. You stretch them once, twice, and done, and you don't have any sharp edges of strings that can cut you so it's kind of a clean method to me. I personally love it.
Okay.
And yeah, also, it's my OCD. I don't know, but I like to have just the core of a tuner. I like it to just be solid piece of metal that transfer more vibration into the neck, into the headstock. So less moving parts in there that can rattle, stuff like that. I just like to keep things simple if I can. That's kind of like how I roll.
Well, I like that philosophy.
That's a good philosophy.
I mean, absolutely.
I prefer that style.
Like, there will be
tuners too.
There would be locking tuners that the locking mechanism will fall off. You want that?
Oh, that's brutal.
You have that thing falling off on you. You screwed. That guitar is gone.
Yeah.
So I don't want. Same with like Tusk nuts. In my opinion, to me, they won't bind on you. When I'm saying Tusk, I'm talking about the Graphic Tusk with the cube. They sound great to me. They never bind on you. They never ping. And that's just, that's a modern solution.
Yeah.
That works perfectly, and it sounds amazing, and the overtones and everything, it works very well for me. I started with bone nuts in the beginning, and it's just such a pain in the ass. And I'm like, I actually hear a difference for the better with those nuts, and it's easier. The customer doesn't have to deal with nut that is wearing out, or it needs to put graphite in it every now and then. None of that problem down the road. So yeah, any excuse to make the artist down the road having less issues with the instrument, and just have it, pick it up and play and enjoy it. That's a good reason for me to use it. Of course, if I don't sacrifice anything else. So
right. What do you think of a brass nut, like the old days where they used to use brass nuts, and then also stainless frets? What's your opinion on both those things?
Brass nuts are cool. I think it's it was the next step after the 0 fret. So I think that's what kind of maybe led to that. Yeah, they're cool. I don't mind them. They're just I cannot offer it as an option because it's the thing is, like, you have to kind of stay focused on your specs and what you allow, because uh you know, our guitar community, they can go crazy with options and
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
lose themselves with stuff that is not that critical. And as a beginner or as a luthier that just begin is journey, you would tend to say yes to a lot of things, or try out a lot of things just to make a sale or to make somebody happy. But as you grow, you need to understand that you have to focus on what works and what's efficient, and my options are already through the roof. So
Yeah.
you have to kind of try and
Draw
narrow.
the line.
You kind of
Right.
draw the lines wherever you can. But yeah, brass nuts are cool. Also for basses, they're kind of cool. I did
Yeah.
I did it before, but yeah, they're great. And stainless, I found to be great for like certain configurations or kind of tone woods combinations. Like, it works really well for me with ebony boards and
Hmm.
and sometimes with actually just roasted maple fingerboards. They work really well with that, as far as the tonal quality that you get out of them. Um, so yeah, I don't have anything against stainless. Again, in the beginning, I was trying to shy away from them, but now I'm offering it, and again, it's there's a give and take with stainless versus nickel silver. So it's something that people need to experience and kind of make a decision. I'm happy with both, but I feel like stainless is just, it adds a little more brightness and smoothness of play. Um, but you kind of sacrificing less of a kind of a warm attack that you get from nickel. More of a kind of bluesy attack.
Hmm.
So it depends on the style you play and the genres you play, or yeah, whatever works for you, the way you play too. So
Yeah. I would imagine also there's, from a luthier perspective, that, a builder perspective, it's hard to work, it's harder to work on stainless steel frets, and it's harder to work on like a brass nut. That kind of stuff would take much longer to work on, I would imagine.
yeah, it's a little harder these days. We have better tools, so it's easier to work with them than before. Before
Mhm.
that was a real pain in the ass, but
Oh, yeah.
now very manageable.
Oh, that's cool.
Because
We got
we do like pocketed frets, so our frets are not all the way through. So it's essentially like a pocket, and you inlay it in, or it's like you have binding,
right.
trim the edges. So with stainless, it was a problem before, but now it's easier to do.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We got some good super chats from folks. Thanks for sending the questions, guys. Uh, M. Kalai, thanks for the super chat. Aloha from Central Florida, proud owner of 3 Shabat guitars. Avi, how has your production changed since you started Shabat guitars? Great show, guys. Thank you.
First of all, thanks for the support, Kalai. Yeah, that's always fun. I have a lot of customers that own a few, so it's always fun to
Yeah, that's nice.
see that. So production change. Well, it's always a work in progress. We always improve. Uh, as far as the process itself, not much change as far as how we used to do it and how we do it now. We do use CNC, and initially We were handmade, pin router all the way. All the first Friedmans were handmade by me and two more guys. So now we have a CNC machine that does cut the bodies, cut the necks, cut the profiles of the necks to the area where we can start hand shaping it and save some time on that. But we're still doing the hand shaping, final hand shaping of the necks there. So yeah, as far as the procedure, not much has changed. But as far as the efficiency, we're much better. And
well, that made it a lot easier with the CNC machine alone, on how many you can get done and how, at the speed you can do it.
Yes. No,
yeah. And the precision you can do it with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
I mean, night and day, of course.
Yeah. I don't know where you put it. I haven't been to your place since before.
It's in the kitchen.
CNC. It's in the kitchen. Sure, your wife likes that. No.
That's the bread too. But yeah, no, it's a good spot. I mean, we would like to make more than we make, but that's not the reality. It's
better to keep it small.
You have to keep the quality the way you want it. So it's that the hours that put into every procedure is what needs to be put into it. So yeah, we are more efficient, but it's still.
How many people are working for you now?
Got 3 people.
Oh, 3. That's not too much.
No. Yeah, it's a dream team.
Tight ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all fantastic.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Cool. Let's see. Peter Urban. What's going on, Peter? Friedman and Shabat equals a favorite combo.
Cool.
Cheers, team. Yeah, thanks, man. Hope you're doing well. And Scott's guitar. Avi, did you model your Lynx necks after any particular guitars? Also, any chance you expand a dealer presence in Arizona in the future?
Well, the initial profile was just a medium C, with the dimensions that everybody are comfortable with, but they were handmade, so they were always going to be slightly different. But it's always been to the dimensions, but it was always been a feel thing. There's no 2 necks alike. They're in the area, but it's always a hand shape, so it's always in the medium C. And then we introduced the Slim 60s profile that everybody like, and the 59, which we don't do a lot. And now with our Cheetah model, we have a skinnier profile. We call it the Tin Hang because the first guy that ever ordered that profile name is Tin Hang, and he's an artist of ours in Hong Kong. So yeah. As for Arizona, well, you should find me one. I'll be glad to.
There you go. Find one that wants to buy them.
Yeah. All of our dealers till this day are people that approached us because they love what we do. And that's the way we like it. It's got to be a relationship, and it's got to be a dealer that want to work with us and see the love in what we do and the value. And really chance.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for the question, Scott. So Harmonicaster, we probably can't go into this question too deeply, or if at all. So Fender's horse left the barn in 54, but would it be a bad thing for builders to make new original body shapes?
Here's the problem. Do people want them? I mean, I think I can only think of one. Well, I mean, there's variations on shapes, there's variations, but I mean, you could say Ibanez Gem is a variation on a Strat, right?
Yeah.
But it's still sort of a Strat. It's still sort of a, the only successful one that actually kind of drove it home pretty well was the EVH one. I mean, it's like new shapes are hard. I mean, to be popular, widely accepted. I'm not saying there isn't room for them, but it's hard. Sure. What are you gonna do though?
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard.
What hasn't been done already?
It's really hard when you start to try to go, okay, yeah. What do I do?
Yeah, the reality is that that body is like the golden ratio perfection.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is. Nobody wants anything else.
But when you also look at even beyond electric guitars, you look at the evolution of instruments, right? And you look at, if you just go look at a violin, you look at I can't think of right now, but all those classical instruments, they're all pretty much shaped the same way as well. And I don't know. And all that really happened was just made a cutaway in there, so your fingers can get up to the higher frets. That's all that's really happened with the design, right?
Yeah.
Over the years, it's always been this like kind of this box, and then they just kind of made a cutaway for your fingers to go on the frets a little bit further up. I mean, it almost seems like intuitive. That's what would have happened regardless of anybody who had discovered it initially, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just seems like that's just the natural design of what a guitar should look like and play like. Yeah.
There's been other guitars that have come up, like that are quite different. I guess I was sitting here thinking about this for a minute. I said the EVH thing because it was, I think, really widely accepted. Eventually, when that first came out, man, that thing was not. I mean, well, yeah, and the funny thing is the Fender one kind of looks more like, when I say when it first came out, so that was the EVH one, right? The Music Man.
Yeah,
and that was
right.
quite
that was more Telly-ish. That was more
Telly-ish.
Yeah.
And when that first came out, people are like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I remember what the fuck is this, and it took a while. It took a while for that to come around. Is that a Music Man? Yeah.
This is a Music Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's very similar, but you could say even at some point that has some lineage in a Strat too.
Absolutely.
So
it's the same thing. It's a double cutaway.
Yeah.
It's two horns basically. Yeah. So I don't know where the line. I don't know where the line gets.
I don't know where the line is either. So we can't say too much about that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, thanks, Harmonicaster.
Yeah, man.
But you did give me an idea to build a Flying V violin.
I've seen that.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Wait a minute, I've seen that.
You've seen it? No way.
There is electric violin. There were people that have come to my booth with a Flying V electric violin, solid body electric violin, and played through my stuff. It was the greatest thing ever. When they came, I'm like going, oh boy, let's watch this. This is going to be great. And it was great.
That's killer.
They were playing like rock stuff. It was awesome.
You see, just when you thought you had a new idea.
Yeah.
You see, everything has been taken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate that. You come up with an idea, you go on the internet, you're like, oh, tell me I'm original, and then you're like, fuck.
Right.
I
know. I'll do this.
Oh yeah.
No.
I actually I had come up with an idea on this app for this comic book thing several years ago, and it didn't actually, there was none, it didn't exist, but it was like to actually get the app built and to invest in it. I was like, oh, I just don't have the energy or the money or, like to do it all, and just couldn't pull it together. And I didn't want to like get investments from like other people and all this stuff. So anyway, I abandoned the idea, and then literally like less than a year later, somebody came out with it. Yeah. I was like, okay, well, they probably would have beat me to the punch anyway, and then I would have been fucked. Anyway, Sonic Blue, happy Memorial Day, and always love the show. Thanks, Avi. I really want one of your P90 T style guitars. They look awesome. Someday. Yeah.
Someday. I'll be here waiting.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Just call them up, order one. I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know what is your order time now? If someone orders a guitar like tomorrow.
Now we are at about 4 to 6 months, and
yeah. So there you go. You could put a big deposit down, or like whatever size deposit, and then you could sit there and just shovel money at him for 6 months.
Yeah, I always tell people, don't pay off the guitar because you're never going to see it.
Yeah, so this is true.
Put down the deposit and wait.
I developed that years ago. I remember I like when you take full money on something up front, then you have the best intentions of wanting to do it, but you won't. You just won't. You have the best intention. It kind of
falls to the bottom of the list.
It's to the bottom of the list. It's like it's paid for. It's done. Okay, it's out. I don't have to make it, right? Yeah, I don't like that myself. I also say the same thing.
Well,
you've said that to me.
You have payroll. You have people to pay. You build a guitar, and then you get paid, and you can pay your people. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And unfortunately, you get in a cycle, especially as a small company or something, or a small people, you get in a cycle where like, well, you got to pay your bills, or you got to pay your people, or you got to pay this. So I need money now, and I got to do that later. Well, then you got to do that later, and then you got to do that later, and then and unfortunately, it gets out of hand.
Yeah, but now we mix them in between the rest, and we're good about it. But yeah, general rule.
Best not to take money up front.
Yeah. That's cool. Some good business advice. Daniel Belinsky, what's going on, man? Hey, Dave, old versus new greenbacks. I like the old greenback, at least in the IR world, but fear buying vintage in case there's someone's rejects. Why else sell them? Anything else new that sounds like a good old G12M?
Man,
how about the EVH 20 watts?
Well, they're not that much different than the other ones. Old versus new. Well, what old? There's no two old greenback cabinets that sound the same. So you're really buying an old cab with old speakers is a crapshoot. Believe me, old greenbacks can sound tired as hell, and they're weak, and they're just bad. They sound like no definition, just kind of like smoothed over muck. They're warm, but but not in a good way. So yeah, I mean, it's best to just get new ones and break them in. break them in and go for it. And breaking them in makes a big difference. Like abusing them. If I really care about someone, I will take and break in a cabinet for them. And that it entails a looper and an amp, a loud amp, really loud, turned up to almost max volume, and facing the cabinet down to the floor and leaving my shop.
Just let it feeding back for a
no, it's a loop. I make a loop, guitar loop, a little riff or something that's chunky and heavy, and let it just go. And you can let it go for like 3 hours at a clip at 100-watt amp full blast into it, and they'll be worn in better by the end. It'll sound better, sound way better. But I mean, not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people have a space they can do that in, And there's other ways of doing things too, but I like that the best, to be honest.
Well, you could point it to the floor and then throw like a bunch of blankets on top of it. And
you can, but it still can be really loud if you're talking the volume that I'm talking. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
it's good if you have a neighbor you don't like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got that cabinet at 4x12 in my garage and all loaded up. It might be a good idea to give that a try.
Yeah. I don't
know. I'll see how loud it is. My neighbors may or may not love me. We'll see.
Yeah. Got to do it during the day.
Yeah, definitely during the day. Absolutely. Roger Dat, what's up, man? Tone Talk rules.
Thank you.
What's up, bro? Thank you. Another question from Daniel Belensky, and it looks like a big one, or I don't know where that denomination is, but thank you. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, difference between nickel and stainless steel frets is exaggerated. If you press and glue stainless steel frets, they couple better with the fretboard, ending up less zingy than mass-produced hammered in nickel frets. Thoughts?
Well, most nickel silver frets should be glued in also. I mean, they're not always, but they should be.
As the dude said, that's just like your opinion, man. I'm just kidding. But we glue all the frets.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Nickel or stainless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
I don't know. I mean, how do you prove this?
But he said mass produced, which is obviously.
But how do you prove this? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fret the guitar without the glue, and then fret the guitar with the glue, and
the one thing you don't want to do is
in
pocketed frets. I found that you don't want to press and have too much glue in it to create a vacuum that will kind of push it out. Actually,
right? Makes sense. Kind of expand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like both frets. I mean, I've got guitars with stainless steel frets, guitars with nickel, and it's kind of cool to play with stainless steel because they slide, they just glide a lot faster on the guitar. You don't have that resistance, but I think there's some people who like the resistance.
I like the stainless steel, kind of like whatever radius they are pre-radius, they kind of stay better at that radius. You press them and they do sit better. And they feel like they sit more solid, but it's because of the harder material.
Is Dave, are you using stainless steel frets for your guitars or just still nickel?
No, nickel silver. Jessica.
By the way, any word from
I forgot.
On the
I'll find out.
Ask him at the body stuff.
I'll ask him. I'll find out.
That'd be cool. I saw Tracy got his.
Yes.
I have a dream. Dave, has it been 4 weeks? What's that? Do you know what that means?
No.
Rick Vieira.
I have no idea what this means.
I have a drink. Has it been 4 weeks?
I don't know. Is it something I'm doing or something I said was coming or something? I don't know. So I don't know who you are.
let us know, Rick. Walrus, what's up, man? Don't see your question though. I'll scroll down and see if I can find.
We have all sorts of people in the chat. Michael Nielsen's here in the chat.
Oh, Michael Nielsen, what's up, Michael?
I saw
By the way,
somewhere. There he is.
Yeah, Michael's awesome.
Michael is the man.
Michael's always in the chat.
He's such a good dude. Such a nice guy. Great player. His tone is killer. You know what? I'm jealous that. Did you go to his gig, Dave?
Yeah.
Was it cool? Was it fun?
Oh, it was cool. Yeah. It was fun.
I'm sure it was awesome.
It was
He leaves the house sometimes?
Huh?
He leaves the house?
Michael Torrance here too. What's up, Michael?
Hey, Michael.
Another legend. What's up, buddy? Hope you're well too. Love both those guys. It sucked. I couldn't see both of them at NAMM. I missed Nielsen by a day, and then Torrin didn't make it that day. So, Dave, I wanted to ask you. I have a question for you before we dive into something. So, I got the Jose, and it's killer. Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to play it in Plexi mode and make it sound like the Plex,
you have to turn it on 10.
The volume, like the
post master volume.
You'd have to turn that on 10.
Yeah. So the gain in the center, the gain switch in the center, the post master on 10.
Right. So you would need an attenuator.
So just like a 4. Yeah, you would need a power station or something for that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes. I was having that discussion with Vinny. I had dinner with Vinny in New York City.
But you can, I mean, you can use it in that mode if you don't want the full level of gain. You know, you can use it. That's similar to the Plexi channel in a BE Deluxe or a
right
small box or something.
Exactly.
If you want that Marshall if the gain's on 10 on the Jose, then that's going to give you the equivalent of like a non-master volume amp with everything around 6-ish.
Right. It's more like AC/DC-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then you do have the option to use the gain style switches still in that mode.
True.
And then you can get more saturation out of it.
Right.
So it's just different sounds, you know?
Yeah. I was just curious. I was thinking about it. Why? Because when I had everything dimed, except for the postmaster volume, it didn't sound right to me. It sounded more like AC/DC, and I'm like, I was doing the switch on the switcher.
That's because you're not getting any power amp distortion.
That's exactly what I said to Vinny. I'm like, there's no power amp distortion. That's got to be. And look what I've learned over 9 years. Look at me. But yeah, I figured it out. I was like, it's no power amp distortion. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. We got more questions here. Sir SL68 Friedman Jose. That's what you're working on for him?
Oh, yeah. I will be opening that box shortly. So I haven't opened it yet, actually.
Good things take time. They take time.
Are you kidding? You don't know how many amps are actually here.
Yeah, look behind them.
I mean, there's work behind me. There's work everywhere I look. There's work. So, and unfortunately, in recent months, I haven't had any help. So
really?
I normally have an amp helper guy that will help, and he hasn't been here in months. So, and like he helps get some of this stuff done faster, you know. But with just me, I can only go so fast.
Shit, should I just quit my job and come work for you?
It's not going to pay the same.
I'm like, I'll just work for you, Dave.
And lose your house
and live
your
in my car.
cars and everything else.
All right, fuck, that's not gonna work out. All right. Let's see. Official JMR music. Tone Talk rocks. Avi, your guitars are ridiculously good. Can you do wacky colors like neon pink?
Hey JMR, how are you? What's going on, man?
Thanks for your kind words, JMR.
JMR used to work at Tone Merchants a long time ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
great guy, great guitar player.
that's awesome.
He's even been in a couple really old videos we had too. Yeah. Really
that's cool. Do you guys do wacky colors? You had some cool colors.
Yeah, we actually made neon pink for this NAMM. We made a cheetah in neon pink, and
that's right. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it went to our dealer, Guitar Rescue in New Jersey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. By the way, my cousin Randy bought one of your guitars, and it's so good. It's freaking amazing. The neck on that thing is just like, it's so sweet. It's like,
well, there you go, Mark. Here's your next guitar.
I know. I really do need to place an order. I really do.
Mark has a habit of like, as the guitar builders come on our show, a guitar gets ordered.
Yeah, look, here's my Shabat, right? I mean my Shabat, my Tyler right here, and
yeah,
I definitely have to order one. I've been meaning to. I even told you at NAMM.
You got to make a lefty.
Yeah, you make lefties. You told me that, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, the guitar he got was insane. I was like, oh my god, the neck is so killer. This is great stuff.
Which one is it? Do you remember?
I think he got the Lynx.
Yeah.
Is that wait? Which one is the one that looks like? Well, it's an S style guitar, but
the Lynx, yes.
The Lynx, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We don't make any S style guitars. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crazy.
We only make S-style guitars for the U.S. market. Is the official way to say that.
Just for whoever asks for it.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I was interested in the Dweezil model, obviously, because it's inspired by Van Halen.
Yeah.
So I loved it, and I was like, that is so cool. And Dweezil's cool. So yeah, I was. But can you do that with that really figured neck that you did for my cousin? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're awesome.
What was it, flame neck or something?
I'm not sure if it was. Was it flamed or it was? Yeah, it wasn't bird's eye. It was definitely flamed.
Yeah. If it's flame, we use roasted.
Yeah.
Hades maple and otherwise hard maple.
Gotcha.
I stay far away from flames and bird's eye for me personally, not for everyone.
I stay away from bird's eye, and I stay away from from non-roasted flame, because those twist on you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I learned the hard way. When they roasted, they're great, but otherwise, I have a pile of them here.
Yeah, nice. I have a very roasted PRS with such a crazy flame neck, and I sometimes wonder.
I mean, they're beautiful. It's just a question of if and roasted. Okay, they can be stable. That's fine. But
yeah. I think
I'm just kind of like that guy that is like the purist guy that just was like, that shit didn't exist back in the old days, so I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, sometimes you'd have one or two. There's a couple of examples of vintage guitars that had some flame to them. but not.
Yeah, but not really. It was just like a maple or something that had a little bit of a
Yeah.
slight figuring to it, but it really wasn't a like massive flamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea that EVH did, or where it's a cap, like you have the bird's eye. Well, you can't really see it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
bird's eye cap's better.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess it's harder to make though. It's more production.
No, really. I mean, you got to put a fingerboard on anything anyway.
Well, that's true. That's true. I guess. Yeah. Well, not really on a maple.
Well, it
neck,
depends
though.
on if it's a maple one piece. It depends on how the maple's done. You can do a maple fingerboard on a maple neck. It's just depends on the neck construction that the builder is using.
So what do you guys do? Is it if you're doing a maple neck, is it a just one piece neck, or are you doing a cap on it?
You talking to me?
both of you guys, yeah.
Dave, go ahead.
Hey, that's a good double. I think we use a maple board actually.
So what do you mean a maple board? That's
Meaning
like
we don't have a skunk stripe down the back. Well, some of the necks had skunk stripes down the back, and then some. So wait a minute.
The one that are,
you know what? I might have to go look. I forgot.
Okay.
The one you did was skunk stripe.
Yeah, for us it's always skunk striped,
Yeah.
even if you have a board. Don't ask me why. But yeah, I was never a fan of the capped maple. Again, for no real good reason. But I was always a big fan of the skunk stripe.
Oh, it looks cool.
Oh, I heard the cat.
She wants to say hi.
She's hungry. Oh, nice.
Hi, kitty.
That's Kitten.
Kitten?
Yeah.
You worked hard in that name, didn't
you? It's weeks of like, yeah, what we gonna? My wife just found her on the street one day and showed up with her. All right.
And what's her name again? Kitten.
She looks like she's pregnant. She looked like she's been pregnant for a while now. Yeah, but no.
So she's just an eater.
She's just round, and yeah, she's whiny, but she's adorable.
You know, I'm finding myself, the older I get, the more I love animals more and more. Yeah. More than people.
Because they're better than people.
It's like more than people.
People make you love animals more.
Exactly. I find myself just loving animals so much more.
Yeah, I have another Siamese. His name is Gustafer, and he came with my wife Stacy when we got married, and now he's like pushing 19, and he's skinny. And he's slow, and yeah, we're trying to keep him going.
Yeah.
Is he old? How old is he?
19 years old.
19.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. I had one that made it to 21.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
that's a record.
Then she went, but that was okay because she was around a long time.
Yeah, that's a long life.
As you can tell by my guitar models, cats are awesome.
Yeah, cats are awesome.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Let's talk about your guitar models. So let's talk about that because we have not. So can you walk us through like your guitar line?
Yeah, you actually have almost one of each. You want to? Yeah.
Yeah. Show us.
Sure.
Why not? Okay,
let's do it. This was actually born today. That's a Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Pre-lawsuit. Yeah, this is serial number 402.
Wow.
Of just the Lynxes.
So you've made 400?
402 today.
God, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we put the serial numbers in the log, but sometimes, the numbers will come first, like the higher numbers.
Yeah.
This is, if anybody is interested, this is the first guitar that I ever made. And I made that in lutherie school in Israel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is, how the first guitar, you always want to go crazy and do everything.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so Bartolini pickups with 3-band EQ, passive active, and piezo, all that stuff in there. A lot of abalone stuff, laminated like crazy, 18 volts. Funny thing is, like, I didn't get the neck angle right, so I had to do a brass shim on the bridge to work. Yeah, so this is how it all started.
There you go.
That's cool. So how long were you in luthier school?
1 year, but it was like once a week. It was
cool.
Yeah, it was fun. This is the Puma.
Yeah.
And this is an original design that we made with Chris Trainer. He brought one of those old custom crafts by, and we kind of made something radio-esque looking, and that's the result. They're kind of cool, and they're Gibson scale.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like the sparkle. That's beautiful.
This is our Bobcat. This is an M style, 24 scale, 24-inch scale.
That's awesome.
So that's more like Music Master sort of slash Jaguar, not Jaguar.
Kind of vibe, yeah.
What was the Music Master, and there was the other one that was just like the Music Master. It was. I keep wanting to say Jaguar, but it's not Jaguar. Mustang.
Oh, Mustang. Yeah. Right.
This is one of the coolest new models we highlight because I'm more of a bass player.
That's cool.
That is cool as shit.
We call it the Thin Panther.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I like that green.
I love the binding on the neck.
There's still the price from NAM, but nobody stays home. I was talking to Dave before, and he's like, "Yeah, I never kept anything that I wanted to keep for myself. Never got the chance to do that. I'm fighting to do that."
It's hard when someone comes and goes, "Hey, I want that guitar. I want that one," and you're like,
money or keep it." Yeah, exactly.
Now, which one is this one?
This one's called the Line STP. And
what's that noise? Do you know what that noise is, Dan?
Someone's notifications of something.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Just curious.
Kill it. Yeah. So that's again a Gibson scale, wraparound, single pickup, full mahogany.
Oh wow.
Those are the ones that I'm starting to really like because they're a lot louder. Something about the single pickup thing. Yeah, and they're just yeah.
I love the headstock.
Yeah.
And another bass that we made this year is this one. So it's
that's super cool.
Yeah, it's a kind of a P bass Music Man combination.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
And you're both you guys' headstocks are similar in a way.
I know the designer.
I was going to say, were you the designer of the Friedman headstock?
Originally, yes.
Yeah. And it was actually such a. It was like I had this idea of like, yeah, why don't we put the plexi on the headstock because it's Friedman.
Mm-hmm.
How
That
cool
was
is
Avi.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
That was Avi.
That was.
I mean, he's morphed his a little differently. So it's similar, but it's a little different. I think we even slightly changed our shape a little bit over time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I like that.
He was it. I'm gonna give it all credit in the world to Avi.
And the early ones with the Motor City pickups, I will not forget that day when we're at NAMM and Jerry Cantrell walks in, and late Kenny was there in the booth.
Yeah.
And Jerry Cantrell started playing "Rain When I Die" on that guitar, and the tone was absolutely like every hair in my body was just like,
yeah.
the tone was stupid. It was insane.
Yeah.
And Kenny started singing, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. It was amazing. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
When was that? How long ago was that?
Well, that must have been 2016.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think it's about 2016.
Was that your friend Kenny that used to work with you?
Yeah.
I met him. Cool guy.
Fucking amazing.
It was super
amazing
funny.
talent. Yeah. Too bad
Yeah.
he had so many demons. So
yeah, he was a nice guy though.
Yeah. He was a sweetheart. He'd do anything for you.
Yeah. I have a picture of him and you hanging out at NAMM.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, we had some good times at NAMM.
And send it to you.
I want to show you one more cool thing that I don't know if a lot of people didn't see.
Uh-oh.
But this one, if I didn't piss off Fender, I can probably piss off Disney. But this one has.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that.
Original
Spider-Man thing.
Comic.
The comic book. Oh, that's right up my freaking alley right there, bro.
Uh-oh.
And my son is a big Spider-Man fan, so.
Mark, now you know. Now you know what you're going to have to do this again. Do you realize that?
Yes, I don't know if I can.
Mark just ordered a guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't pay you for it.
Yeah, just a donation to.
Exactly. It's just I wouldn't pay you for it. Why would I pay you at all? No, that's insane.
But that's kind of like that's. I feel like that's a kind of a cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
cool
love it.
Take it with this kind of idea. The sky's the limit. So.
Yeah, right. I love that. Cool. And then, of course, you also have the Dweezil Zappa model.
Yes, I don't have any in stock, but
right.
Yeah, we have the Dweezil Zappa, and we have
the Cheetah,
the Justin Derrico model.
Right,
doing amazing. We have the Cheetah. The Cheetah is great. We've been getting a lot of orders for that guitar, so I'm very happy.
Here's the website.
Yes, needs work. This website.
Talk to Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it looks nice though.
It looks good.
It looks good, but websites they're always need to be updated.
I know.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Every few years you got to redo them.
Yep.
But no, it looks great.
Yeah.
Great pictures.
Yeah, visually, it looks really good.
You just don't have any lefties on there. That's my only criticism.
The what?
No lefties. I'm just totally kidding. Just totally kidding. No, that's awesome. Great stuff. Yeah, this is the links. I mean, it's so.
No, that's that. Oh, that's the Dweezil.
Yeah, you see, the new model that we made with the Kloppman pickups is not even there yet. So
what kind of pickup?
So I have a friend in Germany called, his name is Andreas Kloppman. And I started working with him as well. And he makes really great pickups. So we use them on the new Dweezil Zappa. And yeah, Dweezil really like them. And,
oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like right up my alley. I love it. Cool stuff. Oh, by the way, this reminds me, very late in the show, but why not do it right now? Let's do our sponsors. Make sure you guys check out Sweetwater. We have a link below, which is our affiliate link. If you buy anything on Sweetwater using our link, it just gives a little kickback to the show, and we appreciate you doing that. So if you're going to buy something, like we've said before, Brocasti reverb, a mixing desk,
Neve console,
or
something.
So
whole studio worth of gear, that'd be fine too. Sure.
Yeah.
Please use our link.
Like Eventide gear or something. Yeah, exactly. Buy your Friedmans and stuff like that, and other guitars. Then we also have Thomann. Make sure you guys check out Thomann.com. We also have a link below for them. And then also legendarytones.com, which is for the hot mod and the Tim Caswell hot mod, as well as the
George Lynch,
Mr. Scary hot mod. So check them out as well. You can throw that into your 2203 style amp or 2204, and
a lot of people throw them into Friedmans too.
Yeah. The run, I've seen people throw it in.
If you want insane amount of gain.
Yeah, it's awesome. So check them out, legendarytones.com. Good friend David, we appreciate their sponsorship. Yep. So yeah, let's see if there's other super chat questions. We got here Scott's Guitar, my icy blue Lynx FR. What is that?
Floyd Rose.
Oh, Floyd Rose rocks. It has a whole fretboard covered in medullary rays. Could I request that appearance on another build? Beats any flame. What is that? Medullary rays?
Is that I would assume that maybe an ebony fingerboard. I'm not sure. I think we only made a couple of them, so Lynx FRs. We didn't make a lot. But
I've never heard of that. Medullary rays.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is either. Never heard of this.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
You'd have to show a picture exactly what that means.
I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna ask.
Well, if you only made a few links, I mean, what did you do anything special on fretboards?
No, but there would be some ebony fingerboards that would have some kind of like
it's a structure found in trees that transport and store nutrient. It's like the wood fibers running vertically. That's what medullary rays are.
I knew that. But
that's funny.
Yeah, it was on purpose.
Yes, exactly. he knew what that was.
Yeah, I'm so glad you love it. Yeah, I remember our FRs very, very clearly. I think Perfecto de Castro has one, and they're great. And now we offer them in the Cheetahs, and I mean, Floyd Rose is great, but I can take it or leave it. The Cheetahs come with either the Godos 510s or the Floyd Rose. I mean, I don't know what to do with the Floyd Rose, but there are people that know what to do.
Porpoise said, "Medullary rays are the name of my next medical procedure."
You name your band that too, actually.
Yeah, you could.
That's too funny. We learned something tonight. That's so funny. Let's see.
This is funny.
Hence, wait. Let's see. Purposeful porpoise. Hookers and blow take priorities always. I mean, I don't know what that's in reference to, but sure, why not? Let's see. Big hairy guitars. Love is breaking in cabinets for someone.
Yeah,
that's a friend.
That is true.
Definitely, that's a friend.
I'm ordering the broken cabinet from you.
Well, you wait till you hear the break-in fee.
On bro deal here, man.
I do agree that
No.
the greenbacks do sound, the modern greenbacks do sound great.
They do sound great. They do need a little breaking in. At first, they're a little brittle, and then they definitely get a little warmer and nicer. So,
yeah. I am really enjoying Rick's Eminence speakers. That 70C is great.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a little darker, and it kind of has like this little slightly cocked wah thing to it a little bit, just a smidge. But they're cool. They sound great. I think they funny they was described as kind of a cross between a Celestian and a Fane, and I see that. I get that.
Yeah, I have it mixed with greenbacks, and it's a nice blend.
Okay, it balances out probably.
Yeah, it's a nice blend.
Yeah,
so, yeah. Let's see. Have you ever forgotten about a speaker and blown one out?
What, forgotten about it sitting
100
there?
watts? Yeah.
No. And it's not. 100 watt only goes for like a 412. So I mean, it depends on if I'm doing a 112 and what it is. It's I don't generally, just mostly 4x12s that I've done this with.
I mean, you could theoretically blow one out. Have you ever blown a speaker?
No.
Okay.
The greenbacks are pretty tough, so I haven't, unless it's a defective speaker. I actually have found those before occasionally.
Lava Flow. We know Dave was a fan of Star guitar, so they made a version of it. What is the weird body Avi likes, and when can we expect the Shabat reverse V? I do think the Star guitar is really cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
I do like that body a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's not for you.
There's a few people nagging me about a V. Considering the V, but the reverse V is where I draw the line.
Would you make a neck through or a glued in neck type guitar?
A set neck I will make eventually, but a neck through I don't really see the benefits anymore. It was like, the first one that I made was the neck through, and it's I don't see benefits, tonal benefits from that. I
don't like those I think they kind of ruin the sound a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like this bass, I hate to admit, sounds like shit. The first one I made.
Well, it's still the first one you made, though. So.
Yeah, but
that's cool.
Somewhere, yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of McNaught guitars?
I have, kind of.
I haven't.
I follow the guy.
I've heard the name somewhere.
David Thomas McNaught guitars, and they're kind of PRS-y. But yeah, I followed him for a long time. I've never bought one or seen him at NAMM or anything like that, but he makes some pretty cool, like PRS type style guitars.
Oh yeah,
I'll show the.
I remember this. He started that company a long time ago, I think.
Yeah, a real long time ago.
A real long time ago.
Like early days of the internet. Because I remember seeing. Yeah. Because he used
pretty.
Yeah, pretty stuff. He would do stuff that was like very PRS-y, but he's branched out to other body styles. Good stuff. He looks like a really good builder. Also, I just figured I'd throw his name out there because I follow him but I've never like talked to him or anything like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Seems like a good guy. Let's see. Let's go questions here. Here we go. Trivi Krama 108. Thank you. I have a Friedman Jose now. Congrats. I love it. Sold several amps to get it with zero regrets. Was Harry Colby doing anything similar to Jose? Shabat equals best guitar. Oh, that's awesome.
No, Harry wasn't doing anything similar to Jose at all. And frankly, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I've been in one or two that belonged to Billy Duffy, but I think some of the stuff was hidden and I'm not sure what it was. And I didn't really trace it out or try to, or I couldn't, or something like that at the time. But I didn't really want to because it just didn't sound that great, to be honest. So I was not that into it. So
I never heard of Harry Colby.
Yeah, Harry Colby was a guy in New York that was around for a lot of years that did a bunch of stuff. He had a little load box really early on too, and
in the same time, like kind of the same time frame.
This is in the 80s.
Oh, okay,
like through the 80s and stuff.
All right, so it's not
made.
Because Jose,
yeah, look them up. I mean, the only people that I used to know that used to use them were Billy Duffy and Richie Sambora had some too early on. Only two people I know.
Cool. Looks like Richie Sambora is back with Orianthi.
Really?
Yeah. They went to my wife showed me a picture because Richie Sambora's daughter just got married.
Oh yeah.
So she was showing me all the pictures of all the celebrities, and like Heather Locklear was there with Lorenzo Lamas, like they're dating now.
Oh.
And then she showed me that Orianthi was sitting next to Richie Sambora there. Unless she was maybe a guest, but it looked, maybe I'm throwing rumors out there, but it looked like they were together. Which is interesting. And I heard that Orianthi, who did we talk to? She's coming out with an album. Oh, that's what I didn't talk to. I saw the interview with Rick Beato. It was Eddie Kramer.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that interview?
No.
It was actually a really good interview.
With her?
No, with Eddie Kramer.
Oh.
But Eddie Kramer is actually.
I haven't seen that. I would want to watch that.
Yeah, he's producing an like a supergroup album with Orianthi.
Oh.
And he said it's coming out soon. Like it's already in the can and he's mixing it and stuff like that. But that interview with Eddie Kramer is sick. It's really good. I have to hand that to Rick. He's been doing some killer interviews. He just did one with Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
Which was awesome too. Yeah.
Right.
I was talking to somebody. I'm going to say it just because I'm just going to say it. Do you think, I mean, it obviously Rick Beato changed his platform on his show because he couldn't, let's just say he was getting a lot of strikes for copyright stuff because, what makes this song great and all those things, breaking down all those songs. He'd play the songs and then he would get a strike. And I know he was doing a lot of videos about that. So ultimately he went to our format, which is interviewing people.
Yeah, he went to a bigger, but he does it on a scale that's much larger.
Oh yeah.
He does it on a scale of a professional shoot scale.
Yeah, which is amazing.
And takes a lot. It takes some cash to do that kind of thing. And you got to be making some cash to do that kind of thing. So.
Oh yeah. I wish we could do it, but we're not making cash. So
not that kind of cash.
No, not I wish we had 3 million followers, but No, he does it great.
He does it great.
Yeah, his stuff is really, really good. But I just found it interesting, that his channel has made that transition to
Yeah, you got to
interviewing.
morph. You got to see where it's going and what his future is.
I miss those videos. He did really; those are cool videos.
Oh yeah,
the what makes this song great. I love that stuff. Because
you ever see the one where he quantizes John Bonham's drums? Oh my God. That's the most horrific thing I've ever heard in my life when that happens. It just went from this great thing to like, ugh.
Yeah. It's such a great example.
Yeah. It's like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Something that breathes, human.
Yeah.
Fluctuations.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah. It's very interesting. Well, trivia Krama. Congrats on the Freeman. I got my Jose also, and it is killer. I tend to like it more in the higher gain modes, like throwing on the extra gain stage and like starting to throw in like play some Dio riffs or something, but no, it sounds great. It's a killer amp. Oh, Walrus said, Mark, I was hoping you said the Jose was terrible, so I wouldn't want to buy it.
Yeah, I funny, I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about it. It's generally the same thing that all these people are saying, which is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's a killer amp. It sounds great. It's yeah, I recommend it. And I also too,
I'm sure there's people that don't like it because they don't like that style of sound. But but that's but if you like that style of sound, then you're gonna like it.
Awesome. Big Hairy Guitars says the stock V30 that came with the Bogner 412, they were abused for a decade. Oh, that's the he's talking about his Bogner cab that he has.
Oh yeah.
I've heard
the cab I gave you too had the speakers abused forever.
What cab?
Michael has a Marshall cab that he has that I gave him.
He says when my tone is good, it's because of Dave and Avi.
How can you not love this guy?
Exactly.
Michael, you're number one.
Yeah, he's awesome. Let's see. Randy Huzansky is a really fun name. Okay.
I see where he's going with that.
What?
Just the way
it rolls off the tongue.
Randy Huzansky. It's the E and E and the Y and Y. And
I got you. All right.
I mean,
well, maybe if I have a kid in my next life, I'll.
In your next life.
I'm not having one. I'm not having any more now. So
you go jump off a bridge. I'm to the point in my life. It's like a kid.
No,
I will literally go jump off a bridge. No
way. No, I couldn't even handle that. Too old for that shit now.
Yeah.
But I mean, Avi, do you have kids?
I do. Yeah, I have a 10-year-old named Levi Jangle.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I have two.
Does he want to come say hi? Huh? Yeah, he's awesome.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
He's not into rock and roll yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, it sometimes doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son, I tried to get him. He'll listen to rock and roll, but he's still like throwing out the Kendrick Lamar stuff and the hip hop, and he loves all that stuff. So. What's that? You too?
It's the weekend.
Oh, the weekend. Yeah. Well, he's good.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's music.
Yeah.
let's see. Oh, by the way, this was the I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but that's
Yeah, like cap and a resistor. Oh, it's in parallel. Okay.
Parallel. Yeah.
oh, that's in parallel.
Yeah.
No, it's series, no? Oh.
No, it's in there. The
Parallel, right.
resistor is in parallel with the cap.
Yeah. What am I talking to?
Yeah, then you just put that on the lead, hot lead going onto the pot with the JB.
Yeah, so essentially that's it's a filter. It's a filter. That's what's happening with that.
And it does read when you put it on the multimeter. It does read like the pickup reads like 100.
Well, sure, because that's a 100K resistor.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but thank you.
Yeah.
Tobias Ryan. Hey guys, what's going on, man? Hey guys, any thoughts on bass contour roll-off knobs on guitar? I converted my bridge tone knob to a bass roll-off on my Les Paul with a 22K 0.022K cap and 1 meg to ground to tighten things up and love it. That's cool.
So you're taking the 0022 cap with a 1 meg to ground from where? The input of the pot? Because that would actually cut top end. Well, with the 1 meg to ground, it's pretty lifted in the top end. I wouldn't really roll off bass.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's essentially like a small tone cap. If I understand with the way converted my bridge tone knob, I had to see how that's wired to understand what you're doing.
And that's exactly what I meant. Purposeful purpose. By S, I meant Shabat style. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Mark, go with a left-handed Lion JD model, total shred machine. That's true too.
You got to get the comic book thing. That looked killer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk.
Even that color, maybe that looked great.
It did look awesome, and that's so up my alley. I mean, if you saw my den here, I got comic books and stuff all over the place. So, that's so cool. Let's see. We got another question. I feel the best guitars I own have unfinished necks and less electronics. How do y'all feel about that? I think the neck is the biggest factor for me. I like unfinished necks as well. I like a raw wood neck, or even just slightly, or relic.
Unfinished. You mean
like oiled? Relic? Yeah, oiled
or some sort of something, good stuff or something on it. Satin. Well, not really satin, but yeah.
I like the feeling of it feels like wood that you're holding onto as opposed to just gloss finish.
I agree.
Yeah. We put really thin coats on our necks, and especially on the back of them. We don't get them unfinished, but a very small amount of finish, and then we degloss them, and they essentially feel like you're playing a raw wood neck. But yeah, I would say it wouldn't be smart to send out a completely unfinished neck.
And because it can absorb moisture, and then it can end up getting more. Yeah,
and with the oil finishes, eventually. Like I saw it when I was doing repairs, when I saw it on some Music Man guitars, eventually the oil finish on the back of the neck, if you're a very acidic person and you don't treat it, eventually it becomes like sandpaper. So you do have to reapply every now and then. So
yeah,
I found that like a light nitrocellulose coat works great for us.
Yeah. And I like less electronics too. I mean, I love the idea that Eddie just took a humbucker and just put it right to the pickup and, no tone knob and no nothing. I kind of like that. To me, it's more like this open soundingness to the guitar.
Well, anytime you have a tone knob, you actually are adding a tone knob doesn't lift the capacitor all the way from ground entirely, depending on what we're talking. A 500K pot lifts it more. 1 meg pot would lift it even more, but you wouldn't like the taper. Or a no load tone pot. Hey, that's the best of both worlds, because then you could, when you pull it all the way up, it's completely disconnected. Yeah, I was never much of a tone knob guy anyway.
No, not me either.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
but on certain guitars, you need to have tone knobs. Like I feel like on a Strat style guitar with single hook coils, you need those 250K pots, and you need the tone knobs and stuff, because otherwise the pickup gets really brittle and shrill. So,
yeah. Well, that's why I tend not to use the bridge pickup on a Strat style guitar.
It can be good. It just depends on the pickup choices and how it's wired, and also it depends on the tone cap that's used for the tone knob. Even if it's all the way up, it still makes a difference in how it sounds.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, thanks for the question. Walrus, Mark, that Jose looks beautiful in the background. Thanks. I went with purple because purple just makes it better. Let's see. Any other questions?
There's a couple other super chats, I think.
Are there? Yep. Did I miss them? Oh yeah,
at the end.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Walrus has one.
Walrus, yep. Can the Jose do the smooth leads that my BE does, or is it more of a rhythm amp? Leads are so nice. Oh, it can definitely do the smooth leads. You just put the fat switch on.
Yeah, you can do the smooth leads, but it is a little more cutting. A little more percussive in cutting than
true.
Than the BE.
That's the word. Percussive.
Yeah,
that's the word.
Yeah,
I was trying to describe it to Vinny the other night at dinner, and I couldn't. Percussive. That's the word. I kept saying open, more airy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of it has to do with the fact there's no resonance circuit or thump knob or anything in it. So it's like a pure old style amp.
Right.
Meaning it doesn't have any of that muck in there. When you have those things in it, when you turn them up, yes, it gives you more low end, but it also reduces the top end and openness some. So it's sort of a trade-off. So, and often I think people wind up putting those too high, and they have too much low end in their sound anyway. And I'm happy that it doesn't have that. And I'm probably the next amp I do is probably not going to have one either, because that was such a success and people accepted it. So I'm like, I can do this without it. If you don't have it, you don't know what you're missing, and you're not missing anything.
What did you say earlier, Avi? I'm sorry, I missed you.
It was a stupid joke.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem.
Serious.
Let's see. Well, thanks, Walrus. And Fowler 989. Thanks again. Shabat, do you think reinforced rods are necessary in a mahogany Strat neck?
Reinforced rods.
Like the carbon fiber kind of rods or whatever. That
I know. I mean, I've been saying it for years. I think if you're if your truss rod construction is good and solid on on a guitar anyway, not on a bass, and the wood selection is right, then it's fine. But again, it really depends on the construction. Also, probably neck profile. If it's too skinny, then it's a different story. But we never make necks that are way too skinny. But yeah, I'm not the only time that I would think carbon fiber reinforcement is a good thing. It's probably on like 5-string basses and up, something with a lot of string tension. But yeah, I mean, I'll leave that to Kiesel.
Hey, Mark, someone's asking, is there any chance is there any chance of more episodes being uploaded to the podcast stuff? Since the last one was uploaded in August of last year.
No. Really?
What's the website?
Episode 173, he says.
Hang on. If that's true, I deeply apologize. Buzzsprout. Let me go on there and log in here. 1 second and see when's the last one that I uploaded. Yeah, you're right. Well, okay, so here's the reason why they're kind of backlogged. I will explain that. Last one I uploaded was in April 7th. So it hasn't been that long. It's been a month since I uploaded, or a little over a month since I uploaded any episodes. But the subscription to Buzzsprout that we have only allows us to upload a certain number of hours each month based on the subscription that we have. Otherwise, it would be a lot of money to have to upload everything. So we have a small subscription to Buzzsprout. So I'm allowed 6 hours each month to upload, which is usually 3 shows if we do a 2-hour show, right? So it's usually three shows a month that I'm able to upload. And unfortunately, with all the backlog of shows that we have, I'm only up to episode 173. I do have 6 hours remaining right now to upload, so I promise you this weekend I will upload more shows. But that's the reason why we're not caught up, is because I only have 6 hours to upload each month. And we didn't start doing this until later, after we had many shows in the can already. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, cool.
Why? How much is it to have a better plan? Some insane amount?
No, it's not an insane amount, but I mean, right now we're paying like $18 a month, and I think it can go up to like $50 a month, or how many hours that you want, stuff like that. So I'm keeping it kind of minimal. But yeah, sorry about that. I hope that's cool.
We'll try to get some more up.
Yeah. Yep, will do. Trivikrama, AD, anything that lacks with pine body heavy sounds. What does that mean?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I've never owned a pine bodied anything.
Yeah. Oh, Dave. I gotcha.
Pine, yes. So pine will have a weird attack when it comes to heavy sounds. So anything chuggy, anything genty would not work well with pine, in my experience anyway. You need that quick attack that you get from alder or mahogany. So yeah, pine, you will get kind of bottomy, round sound.
Someone goes, I've used pine sol. Does that count?
Hey, that's close.
But yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Avi.
Yeah, I wouldn't use pine for fuzzy stuff. that kind of like Jack White style that can work really well. Yeah, Pine seems to be working really well for me with like the Charlie Christian pickup, and Telly style pickups, some P90s, humbuckers less, but yeah, it's its own thing, and it's cool. It's jazzy a bit, and it can be really cool, fuzzy.
Wasn't the original Fender made out of pine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We made some tellies out of pine, some sugar pine.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I ever even listened to it, or it was in a telly format though. So.
Gotcha. Let's see. Question for Avi from Paul Crane. What kind of music are you into, and how's that influenced your instrument building, if at all? It's a great question.
Nice. Yeah. I'm a 90s grunge guy, so a lot of that.
Which is why his hair stood up on his arms when he heard Jerry Cantrell play the second guitar.
Is a staple for me. Like, yeah. And yeah, so a lot of that, some electronic music, and yeah, and some prog, yeah, like Dream Theater and stuff like that. Yeah, that's my upbringing. Less of your style, your era, or your influence.
Yeah.
Well, I'm into all the 90s stuff too. Soundgarden and Alice in Chains and Nirvana, and I love all that stuff also.
But you're younger than us, Avi, right?
Yeah, I'm younger than you. Like EVH will be less of my
your interest.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Makes sense. Absolutely.
How that influenced my building.
Because you're more of like old school, style of guitar. Well, not necessarily. Like you started out that way, I'd say, like some of your line of your guitars, but now it's changing.
The guitars are a bit more classic. I mean, your guitars are a bit more classic than 90s.
Yeah,
that's more classic instrument based, so to speak.
Yeah, because I was kind of like old schooled, starting at LSL, and you
for sure
deny the fact that your first introduction and your upbringing to the craft will make a difference. Like when I first started at LSL, I thought the telly was the most ugliest, most terrible guitar ever. You build a shit ton of them, and you see that there's something there that you realize that and then from there I took it to where I don't want to be vintage fanatic about everything. I want to take all the good stuff from those instruments and just make it my own, make my own small adjustments and designs and upgrades to that. So that's what we are.
Oh, it's real comic book pages, by the way. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Super cool. Dave, is that a Steve Vai Carvin back there?
Wow, you guys are great.
Zooming in.
Yeah, zooming in on whatever's about. Yes, it is. It is a Steve Vai Carvin back there.
Is it his or is?
It actually was his.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This has been here since I helped work on his Synergy module.
Oh, that legacy thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's
cool. Down in the corner there. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm so pissed off that I missed
Satch Vai.
Satch Vai with.
Were you out of town or something?
I was out of town.
Oh.
I unfortunately worked You missed it too?
Yeah, for different reasons, but yeah, I was so bummed.
Yeah, I was.
I missed it too, but I wasn't bummed.
I mean, one of my main inspirations was Satriani.
I love Satriani. I really, I saw him. I think I said it on the show before. I saw him like, I don't know, 80. It was the Surfing with the Alien tour.
Mhm.
He played a tiny little club on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, and my friends and I went, and he still had hair then. And Jonathan Mover was the drummer, and
Cool.
Stu Ham on bass. It was pretty cool. It was really fun.
Awesome.
Avi, do you delve into electronics?
Not aggressively, very, very basic for the most part. I do a lot of experiments with different configurations on my guitar to find the sweet configuration, but not more than that. I would have loved to. This was one of my passions, but I never got dive into that.
Gotcha. Cool.
That's my job.
Exactly. Dave.
Dave Bolensky, thanks for the super chat. Dave, are your 4x12s like the old Marshall 1960 with a floating baffle, or like the 4x12 Mesa traditional? Thoughts on front-loaded cabs, diesel Fryette?
You know what? I always like a Marshall style cab, so my cab's like a Marshall style cab. I couldn't care less about a Mesa cab. I couldn't care less about any front-loaded cab either. So I was either into like a Marshall cab or a Hiwatt cab or an Orange cab, which are all rear loaded. Although some of those cabs are differently constructed. So mine's like a Marshall 1960. Boy, look at that! Now my video camera's buzzing.
Why?
I think it's an Amber Alert or something.
Oh, gotcha.
2 days in a row.
Yeah. So yes. So it's like an old 1960 with a birch back, not a particle board back.
That's the.
Although I like both, so but in the end I like the birch back more.
The cab that I got, the 70s Marshall, has a particle board.
Yeah, I mean my main cabinet in my shop, the old one, has a particle board too. So it's just when I was making production cabinets, I listened to both ways, and I just picked one I like better.
Gotcha. Benjamin Nitula 722, thank you. Dave, Avi, in this day and age of CNC, how hard is it to really make a left-handed guitar like the Cali, Dweezil, etc., and can they be ordered? I know demand drives everything in production. Good question. I support this.
I mean, yes. I mean, it can be done, but it's demand.
Yeah. On a CNC, you just need to mirror everything, and it's fairly easy.
And then you just have to order lefty parts.
Then you have to order lefty parts and mirror the pickguard. But we do that on our TNS style guitars. Not all the models of the T's, but some of them. Call me if interested.
My biggest criticism, and I'd say, is when you order a left-handed guitar, not from a high-end boutique builder, but when you get it from like a mass production guitar, there are people who do not know how to set up a left-handed guitar.
Yeah.
Because they're right-handed people, and for whatever reason, they get a left-handed guitar in their hands, and they're just like, "What the fuck am I going to do?"
F him.
Yeah, exactly. Just
learn right.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten some setups that are just unbelievable on guitars. Are just like, wow. That's why I had to learn to do it myself. Because I'm just like, I'm going to spend a ton of money, or I better learn to do this.
Right.
But Fowler, AI, Avi.
Avi.
Uh,
Yeah.
he meant AI. Does a roasted alder body make much difference versus not roasted?
Well, here's the thing about roasted. Period. Roasted anything. It's what is the process for the roasting? How is it done? It matters how it's done. If it's done too much, I mean, if you can literally take a piece of it and smack it on a table, and it will just break like it was rock or something, like glass or something. It gets brittle. It can be really, you could, I mean, if you go too far, you can't go too far. I mean, it dries the wood out, yes. And I suppose that's good, but for a body, I mean, I understand more for a neck than a body. I wouldn't go near it.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't even go near a roasted neck. Especially after down this big rabbit hole. I just was watching something about that. Like, how is the roasting done? What's the process? And that's and how long? And there's a whole recipes. There's many recipes for that.
Okay. Richard, again, Avi, do you consider the guitar players today use a lot of pedals when designing your instruments?
I don't consider it because I mean my clientele is is they're using both mediums, and I found that with both mediums they work very well. And at the end of the day, you need a good source to get in to bring into those modelers, and then you should be happy. And from what I heard with Justin, because Justin is a great example of, like, we started when he was Bogner only, and then we switched to fractals, and I have friends that play with the quads, and so I heard those guitars through everything, and I got feedbacks for everything, and seems like our formula works very well. So I'm glad I don't have to do any manipulations. I think, as a general rule, keeping the wiring simple, as Dave said, is a really good way to go about it. I mean, I've yet to find that adding parts to make it noiseless, or travel bleeds, and you name it, all those combinations, I've yet to find that they're adding more life and more just solidness to the tone. I feel like keeping it as simple as possible will give you the best results with all mediums.
Okay. And he asked the same for you, Dave. Do you consider most players use pedals when designing your classic series amps?
Nope. I mean, like, the classic series amps are designed after classic amps. So, like, does it doesn't really make any difference. I mean, it's like, does the guitar into the amp sound great? Okay. Then you're going to add pedals for color. That's what you're doing. And if you don't like that one pedal with the one guitar and the one amp, then you find a different pedal that works better. It's just shades and colors with the pedals. You want to get the greatest sound first, and then if it's great, you might need less than you thought you needed, and then it's about shades and colors. It's just oh, I want a boost that does a nice mid-range bump or something. Yeah, it's just like that. No, I don't consider it at all. In fact, I never listen to my stuff with pedals at all, pretty much.
I want to add to that Henning just made a really beautiful video where he kind of compared all the lower end guitars to the higher end, and he had Dave's guitars, my guitars, and some others, and he just explained very, very clearly that you get that extra push from a higher end guitar. You can't even explain how, but that extra push is just less fighting with those toys when you have a good source from your guitar. Then you wouldn't maybe necessarily need to add a certain pedal to get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, very well said.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah, you really explained it very well. Go see that. Henning, we love you.
Nice. Gonna have to make this the last question. I got a bolt. Daniel Levitt, 5811. Thank you. Frank Marino likes getting distortion from preamp pedals versus speakers. Venue humidity affecting
well, I mean, venue and humidity affect everything. That affects speakers, how speakers sound for sure, if that's what you're saying. It's great that Frank likes to do that from pedals versus speakers. That's fine. I mean,
there's guys who are like that.
Speakers distorting, that's a lot of volume generally. So it's not really that you're getting distortion from speakers. You're getting distortion from the power section of the amp distorting. But yeah, I mean, venue humidity and everything affects everything. So absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I just have to go grab something to eat. I'm starving. Haven't really eaten anything. But thank you so much, Avi, for coming on the show, man. Yeah, it's awesome to have you on. Everybody needs to check out Shabat Guitars. Go to shabatguitars.com and contact Avi.
And in 6 months, we can't wait to see yours, Mark.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Reverse me.
We'll be talking, Avi. I'll be in touch.
It looks like you need some more guitars on your wall, Mark.
I know.
The minute you showed him the comic book thing, I'm like going. I looked at his face and he was like, "Sold."
Oh my God!
I gotta have the comic book.
Well, hey, this is my wife will understand. That's all. My family will understand.
I mean, that's really cool. That's particularly cool. I like that.
I love it. I love it.
I understand. I as soon as I saw that, I look over at you.
Like
on the screen, you're just like.
Oh my God! I love when the kid still comes out in you. Like you just. That's the best part. Even though I'm getting old, I still got that kid part of me. I'm like, oh yes, love it. Well, anyway, look, guys.
There's one more really fast one.
Okay.
They just came in.
Yeah, sure. Daniel Belensky, EVH versus PV5150 from a reliability standpoint.
I got to tell you, the PV5150, although was basically sort of made like crap, but they never break. They are just like I still don't quite understand why they don't, but they don't really break. Yeah, the pots get dirty and stuff like that, but that's normal maintenance stuff. But they don't really break. But the EVH one has been relatively reliable as far as I know too. So I mean, but what always amazed me about the PV5150 is the fact they just, even when someone brings one in that looks like it got drugged behind a car, they almost always work after you just do some cleaning and some tubing and maintenance. And I sit there and look at them. I go, why they don't break?
Well, James Brown is he's a talented guy.
But if
Yeah.
you saw how the preamp tube circuit boards are in there, and when you push the tube,
Oh,
in, the whole circuit board bends and stuff, and it's like flexible, and you're like, how does this not fail? But it doesn't. But the EVH stuff's made well. It's good.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with the EVH
Yeah.
stuff that I've
So
bought. So
I don't know. Toss up.
yeah. At first, I was thinking the guitars, but yeah, the amps.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, Avi, man, thank you so much for coming on. It's great to get to know you and learn more about your guitars and your career and great stuff. So, everybody have a great weekend. We're working on more guests. We'll have more announcements soon. Check out our social media stuff. Just look up Tone Talk and you'll find it. And I think that's it. Anything else, Dave?
No, that's it. Awesome.
All right, cool. Avi, hang on while we say goodbye, all right? Take care, guys.